Love coming to round one and seeing my buddy Godzilla. It's Monday, first day Tech Advisor Azuki's back to work. Kids still off school for another week plus though.
Forward with your left foot while sliding your right
I
foot.
was out with the kid at the mall doing a bunch of stuff today. Still feeling overall better, but not 100%. Didn't get any artwork done at all today. I did get some comic reading done, and I did take a shower, and I did get a little bit of house stuff done. Didn't get good sleep last night. I'm going to see Lupin the Third, original anime movie in the theater. I've missed a few, but apparently there's one tonight, so I'm going to see it. And on the way, I'm stopping at Walmart because I heard there were clearance G.I. Joes here. Not seeing evidence of that, so maybe I'll stop at Ross after if I'm feeling spicy. We'll see. There was like nothing in the clearance area at all, or in the regular area. It was just nothing. But it only took a second. I do love the weather right now. It has been raining. It's not raining right now, but it's just a little bit chilly. And there's like a simulated smell of snow in the air. Like not really, but there's like moisture in the air and it's cold. Sadly, almost all Christmas decorations are down. It's the 5th. Tomorrow we're taking ours down, and I think we're one of like 3 houses in the whole neighborhood that still has their lights on today. I'm heading over to the movie theater. I chose the one by the mall. It's a little bit more fancy with its nice seats and stuff. And B, because that is the movie theater that had the Tron Ares paraphernalia. And I've been hearing reports of that being available now, things that like the light cycle that wasn't available before, and or at like super like 75% off. So maybe I'll find a clearance deal at the movie theater, even though I didn't at Walmart. I have the arcade, which is the one that I actually already have. That one's broken. They're out of the plastic. I don't see a clearance price. They're doing some kind of construction here. You see it says Game Zone. And I assumed that meant there was going to be video games or virtual reality games or, you know, some kind of video games. And I heard other people talking about, oh, that must be for when there's like a sports game, like a little mini bar you can watch, you know, catch the scores or something. Either one is plausible, or it could be a third option, but it just shows how different people's minds work, because I'm like, why would you ever want sports at a movie? And other people are probably like, who plays video games at a movie? But I look forward to seeing if it's some third thing, unprecedented. So those were game areas that had video games that have been closed and are not reopening. The rumor is that people were fighting, kids were fighting. I don't know for what. Were they betting money? I don't know, but there was fighting, and so that's gone. Now, this is just the scuttlebutt of random people I talked to in the auditorium, so we'll see. I'm here to see Lupin. These chairs are awesome. I got some cheese sticks, which is essentially my dinner, and I'm one of 3 people in this movie theater, which is a little sad, but what are you gonna do? I guess Lupin's not as popular as K-pop Demon Hunters. Over. It was weird. Early on, I would have been like, I don't like this. This is not a good movie. By the end, I did enjoy myself, but it sort of was the culmination of like all Lupin for the last however many decades, and it harkened back to movies that I either didn't see or saw so long ago I don't remember. Like the first 10 minutes was just like flashbacks, which was weird because it has this different art style that's a lot more serious, and in the flashbacks, it had more of like the older cartoony style, which I kind of prefer, to be honest. It was just weird. But I'd say about halfway through the movie, I kind of got into it, and I enjoyed seeing Lupin, you know, outsmart everybody and have little things. It wasn't as comedic as I would have normally preferred. But one of my other takeaways, I was talking to 2 people at the end, you know, actually there was 3 people there besides me, and they had never seen any Lupin. And I'm like, and I found this out, and I was like, because it felt like the Avengers Endgame of Lupin, where I'm like, oh, I watched the first couple movies and a show, but like, had I watched everything, this would have landed better with me. And they're like, oh, we really liked it. This is the first Lupin anything we've seen. I was like, oh, that's wild. Like, I feel like I was in a weird position where if you've never seen anything, you're like, okay, this is all new to me. And if you've seen everything, you're like, I get every reference. This is great. And I was in the middle where I'm like, I get this, but I wish I got it better. Anyway, I don't regret going. It was a good night out. It does make me want to go back and watch more Lupin, though, or read more manga of Lupin. But, yeah, I guess it was weird too, because again, it was more serious, and it felt kind of like the main villain was sort of like almost like a Dragon Ball Z villain, like just way overpowered and supernatural in a way that was like a little bit beyond what you would normally get in Lupin. And Lupin himself, he always has a little bit of a Doctor Who vibe in terms of like using his brains and being kind of goofy, but it really felt like Doctor Who versus, you know, Cell from Dragon Ball Z in a Lupin the Third adventure or something. It was weird, but I'm gonna go to Ross. All right, let's do this. Well, I sort of succeeded. I got some G.I. Joe figures, $9 each, snow serpents. These are the same ones I found the other day. I don't know that I need 6 of them. They are army builders. I have thought of having like a winter scene specifically for Christmas. I also don't know if the big dog needs any. I also thought maybe I could trade them for some Televapors, but for $9 each, I'm gonna get them and figure out what to do with them later. Well, because I had some success with the other one and this one is right on the way home, I'm gonna do a quick pop in here. Well, they had G.I. Joe guys on clearance. More snow serpents, like 8 of them. I was tempted to get them. I didn't, but I don't know if I should feel hopeful that I might find the ones that I'm more really looking for, or just be like, oh, everybody's got 1,000 snow serpents now. And it feels weirdly like late 80s where it's like, oh, this is an unpopular G.I. Joe that was everywhere, that, you know, nowadays in package would go for a lot of money. And is it one of these things where like 20 years from now, I'm gonna be like, I wish I got them, but probably not, because I won't care in 20 years if I'm alive even. 9 Tuesday morning. Slept in a little bit, which is good. I know this is a recurring theme. Not getting a good night's sleep. Feeling better overall with the newer medicine, but anyway, what's going on? Well, Christmas tree is on. I don't know why. I don't know if Tech Advisor Rizuki, there's a timer. I don't know if she overrode it so it'd stay on because everything's coming down today, so like last little bit of Christmas magic. If not, then it's just a malfunction, which is literal Christmas magic, I suppose, because malfunctions are magic. I don't know. There's a handyman coming over in less than an hour, so I'm getting ready to make breakfast for the cats and me and the kid and all that. And then we got a day of whatever. I don't know. It's chaos.
And we're ending the holiday season with some Grinch cereal. Just because you're eating a Grinch doesn't mean you should be a Grinch. Unless, of course, it's the end of the movie Grinch when your heart grew 3 sizes. But don't let your heart grow 3 sizes. Eat healthy.
To the post office, drop off some prints. The work at the house is done. And we decided to go to the library, but we needed to have lunch. So here we are at Witch Witch. And we got a Lupin the Third. It's more on model than the one I saw in the movie, even though I didn't use reference. Taking down the outside decorations. I got most of the inside down, not including lights or the Christmas tree, and now I'm getting the outside. I really thought I'd be able to do it all today, and I don't know if I will. Dinner, kids asleep. I'm about to record Action Activate. Still working on cleaning up the office. Over here, I have 3 boxes I've assembled of things. I put a few things up on eBay, but I'm gonna do the thing where I'm gonna go to a local toy shop and be like, what do you give me for this? And I've been doing like the rough math. What I normally do is say, what is it selling for on eBay? What has it sold for on eBay recently? And look at the lowest. So let's say I find a figure like this that's going for $10, just as an example. That's like what it's selling for, not including shipping, at the lowest. So I will write $10. That's like the lowest I could reasonably, sorry, that's the lowest most people would reasonably accept for it. Then I'm gonna add it all up, take that number, let's say it's $300, whatever, cut it in half. That's what I hope they offer me. Now, that being said, I've thrown in a few other things that I'm just like not even like, oh, here's a Voltron wallet, and here's a random figure that's only worth $1, and here's a, you know, a Blokies that I didn't want, or whatever, just random things that I'm not even adding value to. So the things that are worth more than $5, let's say, I'm gonna hope to get half from. Now, if they come anywhere close to that, I'll be like, great, fine, take these boxes, give me money, we're done. That's my plan. But right now, I'm getting ready to do Action Activate. Tomorrow, I didn't get all the Christmas decorations done. I got them all down from outside, but some of them were still kind of damp, so I have them sort of laid out in the garage to put away later. I took down everything inside with the exception of the Christmas tree and a couple strings of lights. That's gonna come down tomorrow, but not in the morning, because in the morning, we're gonna breakfast, go to my mom's, gonna drop off the kid, and I might go to a Ross. And then I'm going to go and try to get some work done for the first time, a significant amount of work done for the first time since vacation, basically. And I'm going to be concentrating on this patch job I have and a private commission. And once I get those 2 out of the way, theoretically I have more sketch cards coming up, but it's that thing where like not anytime soon, I don't have to get them done immediately. And so perfect world, I'll be back to working on the Horror 4 next week by the middle of the week when the kid's back in school. So we'll see. Wednesday. Guess who didn't get a good night's sleep last night again? Me. That's my thing. It's what I do. But I do have a nice, oops, don't worry, I just dropped a card. A nice Etsy order that I'm putting together. The kid just woke up. We're having these late mornings, which means I've been getting up around 8-ish. I got up a little earlier than that today, as opposed to 7:30. which is nice, but I realize in a week when school does start again, that's going to mess us up, but I'm not worrying about that now. I'm going to put together this order, going to make some breakfast, going to go to my mom's, and then I'm trying to maintain the enthusiasm I had yesterday for getting some artwork done, because today I don't have it, but I'm trying to fake it. Fake it till you make it. Faking the funk. Let's go. It's 11 o'clock. I'm at my mom's. I'm about to leave. It has been a morning. The kid has just been an emo bomb, getting upset about things. And kids always get upset about things that we don't think are important, but like screaming, crying about things that are not important. Important to her, of course. But it's like, and just contradicting me about stuff. Like she spilled some prune juice on her brand new rope. I'm like, let me wash this so it doesn't get stained. She's like, it's already stained. I'm like, well, no, I'll put some stain stick on it. And I'm like, yeah, and it's just things she doesn't even know, but like screaming and arguing with me that I am somehow wrong. And I'm like, look, I don't even want to do laundry. I'm trying to be nice to you. You're fighting me to try to not get a stain. And you're like, what are you doing? You know, and she's like, wah! Like all morning. Same thing with her mom. And then now we're at my mom's house and she's beat a problem here. I think I got her calmed down. They're playing some Uno. My goal was to drop her off, be out all day, go to the coffee shop, get art done, go to Ross, have a nice, relaxing day. Starting off not great. I'm just like, didn't have a good night's sleep, stress all morning. I'm going to go to Ross first, then I'm going to go to the coffee shop and try to do some, I don't know, just warm up sketches or something. I don't know. I'm fried and frayed, even though it's only 11 o'clock. And my plan was to be out like all day, maybe past dinner. I don't know, because my mom was like, I'll watch her all day because I know you've been on vacation, or she's been on vacation. But she's like, ooh, it's going to be a long day, which is like code for, maybe I won't watch her. It's all day. So we'll see. We'll see. It's a bit after 1. I'm at the coffee shop. I spent about a half hour practicing hands. This is based on Monkey Punch, who created Lupin, just different style, but just practicing that. And then I worked on the patches. I reworked this concept a bit, mainly the skeleton. I just touched up that one, and then this one I created whole cloth. So now I have 5 concepts, and instead of picking 3, I just sent them all 5 because I'm not feeling super secure on what it is they're looking for or what makes a good patch. So this phase done, and now I'm waiting for feedback, so that's good. I got feedback on the patches, and I'm ready to move forward on a consolidated rough. Meanwhile, I was working on the rough for this OC Power Ranger sketch. I kind of had it done, but then I wanted to reposition the arms and stuff, and I was going to work on this for a while, then go to the store. My mom is willing to keep watching the kid, but the kid wants to go home. Awesome. So I'm going to stop. I'm going to run to the store and the post office, and then go pick up the kid, and maybe try to get some more work done later when I go home. This was an unexpected turn of events. It continues. I'm going for a walk at night for the first time in a while, which is another good sign of mental and physical health. Today did not go how I wanted it to, but it went way better than it could have. I think, again, physical and mental health helping, resiliency, because the kid was just like a mess all day today, beginning to end. And I thought I'd have the kind of the day off at my mom's. Didn't work out that way, but I did get a couple hours where I was able to have an avocado toast and a latte and get some work done, go to a Ross, and then jump back into the fray. But even usually in the car, it's usually chill, but even in the car, it was like nonstop, just like stress coming at me. But I was able to more or less deal with it. And then I know the tech advisor, Azuki, has had a hard time. Her health has been bothering her, and she's going back to work, and that makes it hard. And she expressed that she was having difficulty today. And while like objectively in the outside world, I wasn't having a great day, I myself was doing okay. So I was like, well, I did extra duty for her, A, to help her, and B, because the kid was having a hard time. But I'm like, if they're both having a hard time, maybe I should be the one putting in the extra work, especially since I got a little bit of break from my mom and whatever. But then they ended up hanging out anyway and having a good time. And then Tech Advisor Izuki went and did her own thing. And then I did dinner and let the kid watch some TV before bed. And while they were watching TV, I was able to get a little bit more work done. I took some more Christmas decorations down when they were doing, when they were eating. But then they watched a half-hour show, and I finished up the rough of one of the other commission I have, not the patch commission, but the other one. So today I did a study, and I finished up roughs for my 2 upcoming outstanding jobs. So that worked out pretty well. And I'm going for a walk, and I'm feeling pretty okay. When I get home, I'm gonna make a cup of coffee, decaf, of course, and then try to start taking down the rest of the Christmas decorations, because it'd be nice to have that off my plate. And then tomorrow we have plans to go out with another kid in this like play area that's gonna be like a high energy thing, but that's not until the afternoon. So we're gonna have a nice relaxing morning. And then in the afternoon, probably end up getting lunch out because the schedule is gonna be a little weird. And then, yeah, it's quickly coming up on the end of the vacation. I will say, I was dreading this vacation, but a lot of my expectations, even on a hard day like today, are based on when she was younger and more difficult in every way. And so yeah, we've got like 3 more days of vacation, and then back to the grind of school for her, but back to the grind of, the grind of coffee for me, and getting some work done. And I said before that I'm hoping by next week I'll be back on the Heart Rate 4. And I think that's looking more and more possible, so that's good. And I'm gonna finish my walk. I'll tell you something else. It's cold-ish. It's 50, maybe a little below 50. I have a hoodie on, which might have been enough, but I have got a new Mecha Godzilla jacket for Christmas, and I put that on over it. A, because it's a cool jacket. B, because why make myself cold? I mean, I probably could have done it, but also C, I have only a limited amount of time to wear such things. But I'm not trying to be negative. I'm trying to be positive and just enjoying that it is cold. It does, we don't get to winter, but we get to at least fall, like late fall. And that was such a big source of anguish and depression when I moved here. And it still does get terrible hot in the summer, but not every summer has been as bad as that first summer. And hey, look, someone still has some Christmas decorations up. See, I see that and it makes me happy. Other people see it and it annoys them, I guess. Some guy, I was taking the decorations outside yesterday. Oh, there's some more down here too, look at that. Today's the 7th. And he's like, oh, still pulling them down? And I don't know this guy, to be clear, and I barely talk to any of my neighbors, so it's even weirder. And I'm like, oh, just starting. He's like, oh, a little late. And I'm like, well, it's Little Christmas. We usually take them down Little Christmas. For those that don't know, it is the 6th, which was yesterday. And he's like, that was last week. And whether you think I should leave them up that long or not, objectively, Little Christmas is January 6th. So I was like, no, maybe you're thinking of something else, Boxing Day. I don't know what you're thinking of. And he's like, yeah, running late. And I said, no, I'm not. Little Christmas is today. And he kind of grumbled and walked away. And that just annoyed me because he was just factually inaccurate, regardless of your opinion or his opinion or my opinion. But the undertone was like, that should be down by now. And I don't want to see it or whatever, not in a horrible way, but just like, Arr. And like I said, if these were up till the end of the month, wouldn't hurt my feelings at all. The only reason I take mine down is because as much as I love them, it does start to depress me after a while when, the holiday's over and everything's back to normal and like no one else has decorations up and I'm still like, oh, Christmas, which is why like there are people, and I'm not judging, but there are people, you see on TV or I don't know how prevalent this is, but a non-zero amount of people that like have Christmas stuff up all year round, and not because they're lazy or something, but because they choose to live that way. They like, I love it so much. This is just like, my hobby, my hyperfixation, the life I choose for myself. I want to live in that, bubble of Christmas love. And I kind of get it, but it's not special. Like, I don't like to listen to Christmas music when it's not Christmas, etc. Like, if it doesn't go away, then it's not exciting when it comes back. And I guess I'm kind of making an argument against immortality indirectly here. So as much as I'd like to live forever, I guess that too would be tedious in a while. Although I would like to live past, 80. It would be nice to live to like 200 or something. That'd be kind of cool. All right, bye. From the walk, took down the decorations and the stairs. I've been working on the tree. It's taking a long time. Well, shattered glass. After a couple years of the cats trying and the kid trying and me trying, accidentally somehow fell off the back of the tree when I wasn't even at that part. So I guess I'll be vacuuming and cutting my fingers up. Trying not to cut my fingers up. Good morning, it's Thursday. Didn't quite get the tree down, but I got all the decorations off. I think today will be the final day to clean everything up. And there's cat puke on the landing, so there's that. My Godzilla is potaten. Screeonk!
What is potaten?
It means everything you want it to mean, and nothing at all. I got this at Miniso at the mall for $26.99. I had just a couple days previous to that saw an ad for an online store where it was $30.99 plus shipping, and I was on the fence about getting it. And so then when I saw it a few bucks cheaper with free shipping, I was like, I gotta get it. It's a statue. It's a little smallish, but the detail is fantastic. And I only have one Final Wars, so now I have 2 Final Wars. And we got this chibi Mecha Godzilla out of like a little ramen cup blind box, which was pretty cool. So it's been a Godzilla morning. Woohoo! Again, I find myself a man in Candyland. Where will
It's me. You find fears, you confront yourself. What's going on? I don't know. The children are everywhere. I'm supposed to be the monster, but they found an axe. They found an axe. Went to the mall, had a good time playing in the play area with a parent friend and another kid. Felt some not great, not horrible, but not as good as I had been feeling last night and today. Then she decided to do a runaway from dad game in the mall, which was just not great. Finally got her, and then she was upset because I'm like, we're leaving when we were gonna eat in the food court, but that wasn't happening anymore, so she's upset, and I'm upset. And we get out of the mall, and she starts saying she has to go potty, or she's gonna pee her pants, so then we had to quick find a place to park, and then we had to quick find a place to eat, and I just felt worse and worse, and then we had to come home, and I don't feel good now. She's taking a shower, which I don't really want to do, but we've got to do because she's messy from sweaty ball pits and stuff. Yeah, the day started off kind of good and is turning not so good. I got to do tidbits tonight, and I haven't researched that. I also have some art things I need to do. I'm getting ready for a super late independent play where I'm probably going to be doing this either here or on a bed instead of one of the many things I need to be doing. Annoying. Shower, had dinner, recorded tidbits. Now I'm taking out all kinds of trash and recycling. A bunch of cat food and litter shipments that I opened to put away, got rid of those boxes. Now back to getting rid of the Christmas tree and the rest of this stuff. Christmas stuff is obliterated, and then move this, all this over here to make this big empty space for where they're putting in shelving tomorrow. It's midnight, and I just did, I don't know, like 6 loads of laundry, put away like 6 loads of laundry. This is all the kids' laundry, which is folded and organized, but I can't put it in a room. That's some Christmas stuff bagged up there. Everything else I put away. It's been a weird day. Went out, did a lot of stuff out with the kid. Felt terrible the middle of the day, felt better, and then was super productive around the house. Tomorrow we have people coming to work. I don't know what we're gonna do. I would love tomorrow to be a big art day, but I don't think it's gonna work out that way. Yeah, whatever. Etsy sale, got that packaged up. Elves are done a lot faster than I thought. It was just one guy. It only took about 3 hours. So today's been a weird day. The kid stayed in her room for like an hour after getting up, and I was able to get a little work done. And then I gave her a lot of screen time in the office, and I was able to get some artwork done, get some video work done, played a video game. Now we're going out to the post office, but we're also gonna go out and have lunch. Yesterday was like I did everything in the world and I felt terrible, sick-wise. Today I don't feel sick, but I'm just drained and tired, and it's been kind of a nice, cozy day where I'm just, everybody's taking it easy, but we're gonna go get some lunch, and yeah, I don't know, it's a nice day.
So you made up that
Yes, thank you.